only time that I'd ever been to Duluth or ever seen UMD was coming here with my family during the summer, so like a week max. I liked Duluth a lot because in general, it was very pretty, very nice. The hills were something different. I come from a very flat part of the Twin Cities. The entire west side, the Minneapolis half is just flat, 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 lake, lake, lake. Seeing so many outdoorsy things was super cool to me. And then most importantly, it was like a bit of a drive. And so I was looking forward to like the sense of freedom that you not only get from being a college student, but also from like leaving home. The greatest thing about Duluth, it was 2.5 to 3 hours away from home, and so it's close enough to be able to maintain all of my friendships, to see my family regularly, to give them peace of mind and give myself peace of mind, but also far enough away that I could reasonably be my own man. So I was really looking forward to that first year. Then that first year comes, and I had realized that Duluth was not all that I had made it out to be in my mind. I really romanticized the idea of it, and there were a lot of reasons why I kind of fell out of love in those first 2 years. One of them being that entire first year and half of the second year was the COVID stuff, so we were quarantined basically. People could live on campus, but campus wasn't as lived in as it usually is. On top of that, all of our classes were online, and nobody was really allowed to ever see each other. A multitude of things combined to basically make that year probably one of the worst years of my life. I didn't realize that until I looked back. I didn't socialize as much as I wanted or needed. I'm a big social person, but I really found the importance of needing to socialize that semester. I got COVID at one point, so that was a 2-week stint of me not seeing anybody, not talking to anybody. My sleep cycle was messed up. I didn't see the sun for 2 weeks. Those 2 weeks were probably the worst of my life. I came into Duluth expecting a lot more, and I'd go outside and explore some things, but I didn't know what Duluth had to offer. A big part of that wasn't even necessarily my unwillingness to explore and stuff like that. It was also A, I didn't know where anything was, and B, nothing was available because it was that COVID year. The sophomore year, I moved into a house, and it was our first year out. We had to wear masks constantly, and campus was still in reduced operations. So basically, it was go there, get to your class, get out immediately. There was no time to try anything. There was no time to check out clubs. There was no time to learn about the culture on campus. There was no time to foster any sort of really new friends and stuff like that. All of that came from socializing on our own time outside of that. And whoever were the friends of your friends is who you were limited to for the most part. There wasn't really an opportunity to try out anything else. And so that sophomore year is, I think, where I started to become a person. There was a lot of growth for me. I didn't go from 0 to 100, but I made sizable, decent growth in terms of figuring out who I am, what I like, gaining a lot of experiences. I gained a lot of firsts that year. And so I'm grateful to Duluth for that, but those things are experiences that I could have gained anywhere that wasn't Duluth specific.